The murdered woman was a Mrs. Maureen Lyon. In connection with the murder, the police are anxious to interview a man seen in the vicinity, wearing a dark overcoat, light scarf, and soft felt hat. Motorists are warned against icebound roads. The heavy snow is expected to continue, and throughout the country there will be certain freezing, particularly at the point on the north and northeast coast of Scotland.
Molly! Molly! Where are you?
Do you think I'm at work, you brute?
Oh, there you are. Leave it all to me. Shall I stoke the oven?
No.
Hello, sweetheart. Your nose is cold.
I've just come in.
Why? Where have you been? Surely you've not been out in this weather.
I had to go get some things I'd forgotten.
Anything else?
Oh, did you get the chicken, I think?
It wasn't the right kind, but my heavens, I'm half frozen. Would you bet it's not snowed up here tomorrow?
I do hope not. I want everything to go perfect.
We'll have to keep the central heating well stoked up. Is everything ready? You'll
Yes.
be directed, I suppose.
Everything should be in order.
Are you sorry now we didn't sell the place when your aunt left it to you instead of this mad idea of running it as a guest house?
No, I love it.
You got all the rooms worked out?
Yes.
I wonder what all these people will be like. Ought we to have gone rent in advance?
No, they all work from very good places.
We're rather ones at this game. But, you know, I feel like we should have taken a correspondence course in hotel keeping. Or should have get had in some way. Their luggage might just be bricks wrapped up in newspaper, and where should we be then?
You know, maybe they're thieves, but they bring luggage, don't they? If they don't pay us, we'll just keep on to the luggage.
What a wonderful woman of business you are, Molly.
To understand what I may term as the mechanics of fear, you have to study the precise effect produced on the human mind. Imagine, for instance, that you are alone in a room. It is late in the afternoon. A door opens softly behind you. To understand what I may term as
How do you do?
Thanks so much. Weather is simply awful. My taxi gave up at your gate. Wouldn't attempt to drive. No sporting instinct. Are you Mrs. Ralston? How delightful. My name's Rick.
How do you do, Mr. Red?
You know, you're not at all as I pictured. I'd been thinking of you as a general student, Indian Army. I thought you'd be terribly grim and Methodist, and the whole place would be simply crammed with Bale's press. Instead, it's quite heavenly. Quite heavenly.
Shall I sit down here?
Yes, please.
Do come along yourself.
Absolutely perfect. Real bedrock respectability.
This is my husband.
How do you do? Terrible weather, isn't it? Takes one back to the diggings and scrapes and that irritating tiny tin. So nice.
Let me take this upstairs for you.
I don't believe your husband is going flat. How long have you been married? Are you very much in love?
These are very just to you.
Could you show me to my room?
Of course.
Yes,
I'm Mrs. Boyle.
I'm Giles Ralston. fire, Miss Boyle. Get warm. Awful weather, isn't it? Is this your only luggage?
There's a Major Metcalf, is it? Is seeing to it.
I'll leave the door for him.
The taxi stopped at the gate. It wouldn't risk coming up the drive. We had to share a taxi from the station. There was great difficulty in getting that. It seems nothing was ordered to meet us.
I'm so sorry. We didn't know what train would be coming by. Otherwise, of course, we would have seen someone that was standing by.
All trains should have been met.
Let me take your coat. My wife will be down in a moment. I'll just go along and give Metcalf a hand with the bags.
Sorry,
Miss Ralston,
Yes.
you're very young
Young.
to be running an establishment of this kind. You can't have much experience.
Well, there has to be start somewhere, right?
And this blizzard, too, no less, all very unfortunate.
Well, we could have very foreseasoned weather in our capital.
Yes, I do think you could, but the drive could have at least been cleared with snow.
This way, Major. This is my wife.
How do you do? Absolute blizzard outside. Thought at one time we shouldn't make it. Oh, I beg your pardon. If it goes on like this, I should say you'll have 5 or 6 feet of snow by morning. Not seen anything like it since I was on leave in 1940.
I'll take these up. Major.
So,
You're not the only one staying here with Major Metcalf. We have several other guests too.
This blizzard, I can't believe how dangerous it is.
Quite dangerous.
The north winds blow, and it shall bring snow. And what will the robin do then? Poor thing. I just adore nursery rhymes. Always so tragic and macabre. That's why children like them.
Indeed.
And you are?
I'm Miss Boyle. How do you do?
This is a very beautiful house. Don't you think so?
I've come to the point of life when the amenities of a house are more important than its appearance. Would you mind taking me to my room, Miss Ralston?
Of course, this way.
That is a perfectly horrible woman. I don't like her one bit. I'd love to see you turn out in the snow. Serve her right.
It's a pleasure I've got to forego, I'm afraid. Heavens, there's another there. Come in, come in.
afraid my car bogged about half a mile down the road. Ran into a drift.
Let me take this. Any more stuff in the car?
No, I travel light.
Mr. Rick. Miss...
Casewell.
My wife will be down in a moment.
No rush. Got to get myself thawed out anyhow. Looks as though you're going to be snowed up here. Weather forecast says heavy falls expected. Motor swarmed, etc. Hope you've got plenty of provisions in.
Oh, yes, my wife's an excellent manager. Anyway, you can always eat our hands.
Before we eat each other, eh?
Any news in the paper, apart from the weather?
Usual political crisis. And a rather juicy murder.
Ooh, I like murder.
Seemed to be a homicidal maniac. Strangled a woman near Paddington.
It doesn't say much, does it? The police are anxious to interview a man seen in the vicinity of Culver Street, wearing darkish overcoat, lightish scarf, and soft felt hat. Police messages to this effect have been broadcasted throughout the day.
Pretty well anyone, wouldn't it?
When it says the police are anxious to interview someone, is that a polite way of hinting that they are the murderer?
Could be.
Who was the woman who was murdered?
Miss Lyon, Miss Marine Lyon.
Young or old?
It doesn't say. It doesn't seem to have been a robbery.
Hopefully my wife will be in a minute. Let's be good at this. This is Miss Casewell, Molly.
How do you do?
Strong wind. Would you like to see a room? Just hop back if you'd like to take one.
You're right, I would.
Little Jack Horner sat in a corner eating his Christmas pie. He stuck in his thumb and pulled up to Plum and said, "What a good boy am I!" Oh,
It's kind though. I must hurry to the kitchen. Get dinner started.
Do let me help. I am a dog. Why not an omelet? You have eggs, don't you?
Yes, we have fat. Plenty of eggs. They don't make layers of worms I'd like them to, but plenty of eggs.
Show me where the kitchen is, and I dare say I shall have an inspiration.
This way.
I wonder who dropped him. Did you make an omelet? Was it delicious? Probably wasn't. Nobody's else was arriving.
Who can that be?
Probably the Culver Street murderer.
Judge.
Oh.
A thousand pardons. Where am
This is Montswell Manor Guest House.
I? A guest house, and a charming hostess. My Rolls Royce, alas, has run into a snowdrift. Blinding snow everywhere. I do not know where I am. Perhaps I think to myself I shall freeze to death. And then I take a little bag, stagger through the snow. I see before me big iron gates, a habitation. I am saved. Twice I fall into the snow as I come up your drive, but at last I arrive, and immediately despair turns into joy. You'll let me have a room, yes?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we've just started this place. It's quite new out here, but we have a small room if you like.
Charming. I would like that.
But what about your luggage?
That is of no consequence. I have locked the car securely.
But wouldn't it just be better to get it?
No, I can assure you. On a night such as this, there'll be no thieves abroad. And besides, my wants are very simple. I have all that I need here, in this little bag. Yes, all that I need. I would actually like to warm myself by the fire.
Oh. Can we warm yourself?
So, how many guests do you have?
Only a couple.
We have Miss Casewell, Mr. Christopher Wren, what an odd young fellow, Major Metcalf, Miss Casewell, and now you.
Yes, the unexpected guest. The guest you did not invite. The guest who just arrived from nowhere out of the storm. Sounds quite dramatic, does it not? Who am I? You do not know. Where I come from? You do not know. Me? I am the man of mystery. But now I tell you this. From now on there'll be no arrivals and no departures either. By tomorrow, perhaps even already, we'll be cut off from society. My name, by the way, is Mr. Paraventure.
Arthur Austin.
Mr. and Mrs. Ralston. And this is Monkswell Manor? Perfect. Perfect.
That man is such a weird fellow. Oh, my coat's stuck on the door. My